The debridement step is critical to the success of the surgery. It starts with a debridement tool. There's a flat spot that corresponds with the curvature. This is intended to place your thumb so you know at all times where the curvature of the tip of the debridement tool is. The tip of the debridement tool is actually a blunt mushroom shape. It serves three purposes: to gently loosen the central non-structural elements, to roughen the edges and the perimeter of the enhancement site with this curette-style back scratching technique, and also at the end to probe the perimeter of the enhancement site to get a 3D visual image of where your injection of the material should be. Introduction of the debridement tool is accomplished by raising your hand, keeping the tip, the curved part, parallel with the working trough to slide into the bone. You'll feel it pop into the bone and you'll feel a gritty sensation once you're inside the bone. Advance the debridement tool up to the apex until a firm endpoint. Spot. Confirm that you're in this position with an AP image. Spot. So this corresponds with the extent of our drill and guide pin introduction. And the first step will be to move your hand back and forth centrally within the void, back and forth to loosen the non-structural elements. Fluoro. Okay, stop. The second phase of the debridement step will be to go to the perimeter of the enhancement site, starting up at the apex again, spot, and then working the instrument in a blunt curette fashion, in a back scratching fashion, fluoro, along the tensile trabeculae, the whole way back to the entry site, up to the apex, and now down along the compressive trabeculae inferiorly, along the calcar, and you can start to feel this central cavity and defect, and you're roughening the edges of that cavity, and you're doing this in both the AP and in the superior-inferior direction. Stop. The third step in the debridement is the probing step to understand the perimeter and then the 3D image of your enhancement site. So I start again in the apex, always start in the apex so you can see where the spot, where the debridement tool is at the confluence of the tensile and compressive trabeculae. I'll demonstrate this on the image. As I'm rotating around, I'm probing spot, the perimeter, spot, 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 spot. Okay, so I've just outlined the perimeter of the enhancement site. This gives me an idea of where the injection should be placed. I'd like to demonstrate on this AP fluoroscopic image that the debridement tool is central in the femoral neck. It stops at the apex of the enhancement site, which is the confluence of the tensile trabeculae and the compressive trabeculae. And it's this confluence that's a firm endpoint. So I always come back to this point that identifies the apex of the enhancement site, and I've worked down along the calcar and along the compressive trabeculae. I've worked along the edge of the tensile trabeculae, and you can see this will be your almond-shaped enhancement site with the apex right at the tip of your debridement tool.